Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back. So glad you're here. So, step one, 2 weeks ago, we worked on limiting the negative self-talk that we say to ourselves. Last week, step two is gaining clarity on where we're going through listing our values. Hopefully, you all did the value exercise. This week, step three is decision making, learning to make decisions, because for those of us that are good at negative self-talk, we're traditionally bad at making decisions or learning to trust our gut or allowing other people to make decisions for us on our behalf. And so this week we're going to talk about decisions. One of the most historical figures that most people talk about when they're talking about decisions was Abraham Lincoln. He would gather all the intel, even from his opposition. He would gather intel on how to make a decision or how he should make a decision, and then he would eventually end up making the decision himself, but he would gather all the information necessary first and then make the decision. And he was amazing at making decisions in the face of adversity. So I'll give you a story that outlines this week's message. So I'm at the grocery store. I go to the same grocery store in the same location. Yesterday I went to a grocery store, the same chain of grocery stores, but in a different location, one that I'm not normally used to going to. And in this location, I got done grocery shopping. I was turning out of the parking lot, and the most logical way, like the direction toward my house where I was going, was to turn left. My gut instinct was telling me to turn right, which made zero sense because it went away from, it went the opposite direction of where I was intending to go. And so it made no sense to me. So, kind of at this crossroads, I take out my cell phone and I look at maps. And maps tells me I should, in fact, turn right, even though it's away from, it's opposite of where I'm intending to go. The road actually where I can't see it curved around and ended up bypassing a really busy intersection that cost me, shaved off like 5 or 10 minutes off my commute to get back home. So my point to that story is always trust your gut. Always trust your gut instinct. And sometimes you're not going to have the ability to have an objective way of handling it, like looking at maps on your phone. Sometimes you're just going to have to trust your gut, but always trust your gut. That's always the right decision. If you trust your gut and it ends up not being the right decision, then that validates that you should have trusted your gut in the first place, plus you gain that experience of learning. If you trust your gut and it ends up being the right decision, then that also validates that you did in fact make the right decision by trusting your gut. So there is a corresponding worksheet that I can send out to those that want it. But if you've done step one, limiting negative self-talk, and you've done step two, gaining clarity through our values, that tells you who you are, who you truly are, not who you've been told you are or who you've been telling yourself you are. And then step three is learning to make decisions for yourself and learning to trust your gut. So I hope that helps. I hope that you guys have a great week ahead. Happy Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching and for your support. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.